everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Let me start by saying my people are in the kitchen, so if you guys hear some background noise, it's okay. They're just trying to fix their dinner plate so they can eat, but I told them I need to do this video, so y'all do what y'all need to do. That's why y'all a little bit more up close and personal, because they behind the camera fixing their dinner, okay? But y'all, look, you talking about holiday. We are getting ready to fix a green velvet cake. Now you guys, I usually love to do the green velvet. It is so Christmassy. It's just like the red velvet, but I'm changing the color to green. Not to mention green is my favorite color.
I know, Mom, I know you.
So I guess we gonna have some commentating.
Okay.
Why they in here? Okay. All right. So, what we're going to need to do this beautiful cake, we're going to be using some cake flour. I will be using, of course, some regular sugar and also some powdered sugar. Now, you guys, there's going to be a little twist to this cake, so just kind of bear with me. I like to do my own thing, okay? And I'll explain exactly what that is once I get to everything, but wanted to mention it before I forget it. I'll be using some buttermilk. Let me put this back in the refrigerator because my buttermilk is already room temperature. I'll need a little bit of vinegar, some eggs, of course. I have 5 eggs here. Baking soda. Of course, we need butter. I have my green food coloring. A little bit of salt. And for the glaze and also for the inside of the cake, we're going to be using some cream cheese. It's already room temperature. Let's see. Oh, now, here's the twist, you guys. Ordinarily, the traditional red velvet cake, you use the Hershey's cocoa to kind of give it that chocolatey flavor. But I want to keep the green vibrant. I wanted to keep it that vibrant, beautiful green color. So in lieu of using the cocoa to give me that chocolatey taste, I'm going to be using some chocolate oil. It's a chocolate flavor, like a gourmet oil that I use or flavoring in my cake. So I'm not going to use the Hershey's cocoa. I will put the Hershey's cocoa in the recipe, okay, in the description box below. But I'm not going to use that because, again, I want my green color to stay vibrant. Now let's see, is that everything? I think that's everything. Also, one more thing before we start mixing. Another twist is I don't like having to ice in a cake. I don't like doing all that icing of a cake. Icing, is that a word, y'all? Anywho, so I'm going to do a heavy cream cheese glaze on the top of it, but I'm also going to put cream cheese on the inside as well, okay? So that's my twist. So now we're ready to get it mixed up. And also, again, I do not like talking over the mixer, so I'm going to start by creaming my butter and my sugar, and then I'm going to cream that up, and then we're going to add the eggs one at a time. And then once we get to the dry ingredients, then I will talk you through that before we start that process. y'all didn't tell me I didn't have on my... Now to my dry ingredients, or to my flour, I'm going to add my salt and also my baking soda. Now, if you were going to use the unsweetened cocoa powder, now is when you would add the cocoa powder with the flour mixture as well. But again, I'm using the chocolate oil, so I'm not using the cocoa powder, and I've already added the chocolate oil. So I'm just going to do the baking soda and the salt. So that's half teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And I'm not going to sift this one again, but I'm going to make sure that it's mixed up very well by using my whisk. So now I'm getting ready to start adding, turn the mixer back on, and I'm going to start adding the flour mixture, and I'm going to alternate with the flour and the buttermilk, but I'm going to end with flour. And then after I get through doing that, I'm going to add the green food coloring. as you saw, I was multitasking as I was mixing up the cake. Now we're also going to put a cream cheese filling in the cake. And you saw me mix up the 1 ounce block of softened cream cheese that was room temperature, 1 egg, and 1/4 cup of sugar. So that is what I have mixed up in here. I have also already sprayed my tube pan. I've used the Baker's Joy. Again, I did all of this while the cake was mixing up. You guys, when you're working in the kitchen, you've got to multitask, because sometimes if you don't multitask, you will be in the kitchen forever. But I was sure to show you guys what I was doing while I was doing it, especially with the cream cheese filling. So now we're going to get this beautiful green velvet cake in the tube pan. You guys, look how pretty and vibrantly green this is. Had I added that chocolate cocoa powder, it would have. You can go? Mm-hmm. All right, be safe. Mm-hmm. I love you. Love you too. No speeding. Never. You say never? Never. I'm going to turn this alarm on. Okay, that's fine. Thank you, babe. See you when you get back. Okay. Okay. Had I added the chocolate, it would have made the green look a little, it just wouldn't have been as pretty and as bright and as vibrant as it, you know, as it is now. So that's why I wanted to do the chocolate oil or flavoring. Okay, so now we're going to get this in the tube pan. My oven has preheated to 325 degrees, and we're going to cook this for about an hour, 20, 25, 30 minutes. Y'all, we have to look at it and just kind of watch it and see how it's doing. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start with pouring about half the batter. Isn't that green so pretty? Okay, and now I'm just going to spoon in my cream cheese filling. And then we'll add the rest of the batter. You all right, honey? Oh, okay. I forgot she was parked behind. I know I have to save me a little bit of batter in the bowl to eat. Okay. get it smooth out. And level. Okay, had to get that batter off my hands. And now we're gonna okay. Now we're gonna get her in the oven. Again, we're cooking on 325 for, let's start with like an hour and 15 minutes. And then I'll check it. Alright, it's been about an hour and 20 minutes later. And the cake is done. So we're going to let it cool for about 10-15 minutes before we flip it. Meanwhile, while the cake is cooling, we're going to work on the very thick glaze. And I'm going to add some more powdered sugar in a minute, but I want to go and get this butter in here and cream cheese. It'll be easier to mix it up before I add all of the rest of the powdered sugar. Definitely want a lot of glaze because the excess I like to let it fill up the middle of the tube pan, that little hole. Add my vanilla. Add a little milk. And you can of course do this with a mixer, but I oftentimes just do it by hand. See how smooth and creamy that gets, even with me doing it by hand. Look at that. Pretty, pretty. Alright, it's cool. Time to add the glaze, y'all. I don't be wanting to do all that icing, y'all. I just do not, honey. This is easy. Easy peasy. And then the excess runs down in here. And that's all I do. Don't have time to be doing all that icing. You guys, look at that pretty velvety green. That is so pretty. And like I say, had I added the chocolate, it just wouldn't have been as vibrant as it is. That's why I love to just do the oil that I use, the chocolate oil, as opposed to the Hershey's Cocoa. And then here's all of my extra glaze that's just down in the middle. Ooh wee. Yes. Let's just where's the knife? Would you stop dragging them feet?
What kind of icing is it?
Good icing.
The kind you eat
Good
when
icing.
you're dragging your feet. I haven't even tasted it yet.
I want to taste it. Let me be the one that does.
Let's see. Oh, I know you're gonna put yours.
Let me taste it. Let me see.
It's so good, y'all. It's so good.
Let me.
Oh.
I don't want to mess up one of those sauces that we want here.
Yeah, I already got you one because I knew this what you was grabbing.
I got the fancy one.
I don't need no pizza. That ain't big enough for my plate. The plate seems to be wasting. You don't want to waste the plate.
Bye.
You don't want to waste the plate, baby.
I'm not. Do you want some more
I want a lot of I want,
glaze?
no, I don't want no more glaze. I want a lot of more cake.
Bye. Eat with you. You can't go to bed.
Yeah, I
You don't
am.
have time to eat all this sweet stuff.
I ain't gonna do what I don't have time to do, Donna. I can handle a lot of sweet stuff when I go to bed.
You're gonna go to bed. You might pee in the bed. You don't need no more sweet stuff.
Don't be telling everybody my business.
Well, I'm gonna taste yours because I don't want a whole slice of cake.
Well, then that means you gotta give me a slice and a half because you
No,
don't.
it doesn't.
She just make you want to dance.
Rock with me. 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 It's terrible that food make you wants to dance around like this.
That is not
What
terrible.
are you
That is
doing?
good food.
Why are you holding the ice cube up to
Trying
the
to find
light?
out what is that?
Oh my goodness. You better come get this cake before you
Let me
won't
see.
have it.
Is it a collard?
Look at one. Okay, y'all. Anywho, well, you guys, gotta tell the people thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Can you say it better than that?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Look, do that here. Where do number 2 at?
He's at a workout right now, y'all.
That's
So-
a lot of my cake that's going
That
on.
is not.
I don't want that one. I want a fresh one.
I had 2 little pieces,
If
2
you
little
went to-
bites,
Oh,
y'all.
could have used this.
If you went to a
He's so
restaurant to
greedy.
eat that, the first thing they would tell, no, I wouldn't.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time. Bye.
It's lousy. You ate too much of it. I want to know.
Whatever, you stop being greedy.